God. And so before you know, we start saying goodbye to January. We start saying January. Some people are saying January is slow. What about you out there? Is January actually slow? Maybe you have to tell me, because some persons are complaining already. Maybe because they want their salaries quickly, right? They want to be paid quickly, right? But I don't know about you, but hey, I want to say welcome to Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. I've got here a CP. CP Chooks, and one who is just right here. He's looking so gorgeous. I mean, he's looking really, really good. 2023 is gonna be, it's a good year already. Sir, talk to Nigerians. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. It's afternoon already.
Good afternoon to you.
I am so happy.
Thank
Seeing
you.
you alone is like something else for me.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So, sir, can we talk about how you spent, the Yuletide and the New Year celebration, January 1st celebration? How did you enjoy yourself?
Well, the 2 days were beautiful. I spent the 2 days in Lagos, and it was quite interesting.
I thought you traveled.
In between, I traveled on Boxing Day and came back on Friday.
You went to box someone?
No.
Somewhere? You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
But then, when was the last time I saw you? Okay, between that
Before
time,
the Christmas.
before
yes.
Christmas, between
Yes.
that time and now,
Yes,
a lot has happened,
exactly.
and I felt, hey, you're the only one who could answer this question.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
It started with the killing of one Bolanle Raheem.
Okay.
I know you were aware
Yes.
of that story.
Okay.
You are a security expert, a consultant, and all of that, right? But
Yes.
then, I want to hit it. I don't know what the police authority would do to this guy who's killed this lawyer. Now, that's where I'm going to, first of all.
Okay.
There are some policemen in Lagos or in our country. All they know is how to threaten, civilians, how to threaten people with rifles. If you don't take time, I'll shoot you here. I'll shoot. We've seen several videos of how policemen, assault. They do this and they go away with it. You understand? Even on the road, during Yuletide, a lot happened. Park here. If you don't park, see, my friend, I will waste you here. I'll waste you here. And all of this thing. And sometimes I wonder, sir, what do you people do when you see situations like this?
First and foremost, firearms are really sensitive items, and it's not something you use in threatening people. It is meant to be used for action. And you operate it in critical situations. One, the police have a provision where what they call Force Order 237. Your life will have to be in danger. Secondly, the life of some other persons will be in severe danger before you can use your firearms. Then, thirdly, when somebody would have committed a crime, heinous crime, capital offense related, and he's trying to escape from custody, you can use firearm on such a person. And in doing it, they didn't say you should kill him, you should aim at the leg and maim him. Those are the grounds upon which, there are about 5 of them, 5 grounds. But then these ones are the key ones where you have to use it. It's not something you just use to harass anybody, because there's nothing like accidental discharge. No, it's not acceptable. It's highly unprofessional. So if you do that and life is lost, you go in for murder. You go in for homicide. That's the provision of
You
the
remember
law.
how NSAS started?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just scared. The way our policemen are going about their duties these days, I'm just scared so we don't have another NSAS.
Yes.
And for Christ's sake, I don't know, aside punishing a officer for carrying out such kind of what do you call that now?
Unlawful killing.
Unlawful killing.
Yes.
You know, is there a way whereby can't the authority rejig, the police force? I don't know how to put this. Can there be kind of a rejig?
It's ongoing. They do what we call in-house retrain them and reorientate them. These are the areas those things are fully addressed. And some people, if they want to remain untrainable, good luck to them. But there's no sympathy, there's no shortcut to when you misuse your firearm and somebody is maimed or life is lost. You go in for it. If you are a junior rank, they will default you, try you in early room, and evidence adduced. If it is sufficient, they will dismiss you. Then the investigation will now follow suit, whereby at the end of the day, they will charge you to court for murder. And the law takes its course. Whatever the court decides, so be it. That's the process. And if you're a senior officer, who is a commissioned officer, you won't face early room trial. It's for inspectors and other ranks. You'll be issued query. By the time you finish answering your query, investigation will commence. And you'll be detained, whether you are even a commissioner of police. Once you have shot somebody, you can't walk around freely. You'll be detained. You answer your query. Then thereafter, police will disengage you, and then you can face the law. You face the court. Whatever is the outcome, you carry your cross.
I'm also aware. I don't know if you're aware.
Yes.
About the police station in Aja.
Okay.
That was okay. I have it here that the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alabi, has ordered the transfer of all the policemen.
Yes.
Attached to that particular division.
Okay.
In Aja.
Yes.
Now, why did this happen? The development was sequel to an investigation.
Okay.
On how Aja policemen were caught consuming alcohol after, patronizing vendors on the premises of the division.
Okay.
They were caught consuming alcohol.
It's unprofessional. That's why, and it is within his powers to do that. That's why he would have gone ahead to give such instruction that everybody, possibly from the DPO to the last man, should leave that station. Because they don't have any reason whatsoever to turn the place to a drinking place and at the same time serving as police station. The consumption of alcohol is unacceptable as part of the ethics and conduct of service. If you're in uniform,
we've seen that over time.
Yes, it's wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And if you like alcohol, you wait. When you are done with your duty, you drop the uniform, you drop the firearm, you sign off duty. You are off duty and in your house. If you like, go and sleep in the drinking pub. That's your business. But not when you're in uniform and you're carrying firearms. You can see the level of intoxication. Sometimes it derails people and they can't take proper decisions. And, like I told you, ammunition and firearms is next to life. So you don't joke with it at all. You don't compromise that. That's why the CP of Lagos would have taken that very wise decision to save himself and the system from embarrassment. It's appropriately in order. And others should emulate that too. If they see people giving room for such unprofessional conducts.
And now Lagos is talking about reviewing the rules of engagement.
Okay.
Yes,
you do that from time to time. You assess the situations. If things are not going the way they should, you review your rules of engagement to such that
how far can that work?
It will stem the tide of crime within those areas of responsibility. It is a continuous process. You do it from time to time. When you see situation or things getting out of hand, you now know what to do. You do the needful, so that at least the public will have the trust and confidence in what you're doing.
Now, let me also bring this to the fore
Yeah.
that a trigger happy Nigerian army officer.
Yes.
His name is Abubakar Idris,
Okay.
attached to the Presidential Guard Brigade.
Okay.
Yesterday opened fire on some motorcyclists in Abuja, killing a passenger on the spot. It was gathered that the incident happened around 1 a.m. close to, a bridge along Agui-Ironsi Way, Asokoro, where Idris and his colleagues were stationed for guard duty. Now, sources privy to the incident confirmed to, newsmen that the deceased was taken to the Asokoro District Hospital, Abuja, for an autopsy. One of the sources said it was a sad incident that the Army Brigade officer were on duty last night, that is, and when Idris sighted some, motorcyclists approaching them close to the bridge, Officer Idris was trying to stop one of the bike men who was carrying a passenger, but in the process, he opened fire on them, killing the passenger immediately while the bike man and other motorcyclists fled. Why will some person, because you are with firearm, you just want, is it that they want to test how, the potency of that gun, they don't handle it before, or they are just, is it that they are drunk, or what is it exactly? Because sometimes these men, once they are with their firearms, it looks like they are on top of the world and they can do anything and go away with it.
Well, in this picture you have just painted, none of us were there. It is on hearsay or whatever information that has been made available to two of us. There could be a lot of factors around it. First and foremost, you look at the time factor. You said 1 a.m., that early hours of the morning, the unholy hours.
Yes.
And secondly, these are military boys who were on duty. It may be, I'm not saying certainly, it may be that they are suspicious of those people on bikes because they have had a lot of experience in the northwest, northeast. That some of those terrorists move in group of 2 or 3 on one bike and all that. So probably he may have thought they were coming to attack them and responded. If it is police, we use what we call a discretionary approach.
Yeah.
You don't open fire. You try to be sure the motive of the person with the motorcycle coming towards you so that you don't make the mistakes. But the rules of engagement of the military is quite different. So I cannot speak for the military. It's for the army to know what to do. They should, I know normally in their own process too, they will look at the circumstances. The personnel involved will also have to explain to the military authority what happened and how it happened. And just like in the rule of law, the military will look at the circumstances vis-a-vis the law and see whether there has been an infringement one way or the other. And let me be frank with you, the military too are quite professional. In some cases, when it is obvious that there's a wrongdoing, the army will court-martial you, try you, dismiss you, and hand you over to the police so that you can go and face the full wrath of the law. If it is clear case of homicide or murder, so be it. Police will continue from there. Then if it is something that they may have been defending themselves, probably from attack or something, they will know how to manage it militarily. That's the usual way it's done. But there's no way they'll hide him. If it is obvious and there is overwhelming evidence, they'll do the needful, do the due process, court-martial, try, evidence will be given, they'll discharge and dismiss the soldier, and then hand him over accordingly in documented form to the police to continue their investigation. And at the end of the day, the man will end up in civil court and face the music for wrongdoing, for unprofessional conduct that must have led to the loss of life or lives.
Okay. Let's get to see if we can take one or two calls briefly
Okay.
before we wrap up this morning.
Okay.
All right. Let's have your take on these. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. All right. You can also send a message via WhatsApp. Okay. Our WhatsApp number is 0700 903 9039. That's it. 0700 903 9039. All right. Should I call this police brutality now? Incessant killings by the Nigerian police. Some, officers of, the Nigerian police force. We just do hope that it doesn't degenerate into something else, like I said, because the way I see things, Nigeria currently now is we're just praying to God, to help us hold some people.
Yes. People are agitating. People are angry.
People are angry.
People are hungry. The way the poverty,
All right. Hello. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Oh, I guess your network. Please call back, please. Okay, if you can, call back. From next week.
Yes.
No, sorry. Maybe say Thursday. I want us to look at the fact that the spendings, by the military is hitting an all-time high. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year to you.
Wish you same. What's your name and your location?
Sonny from Ebutemeta.
Okay, welcome.
This issue about police brutality. Our police have not learned their lesson at all. It's good everywhere. The way manner. I want to speak on the Dimota here precisely. Now, Dimota. Like, look at there is a police. I think Edimabo police or whatever they call them. It's people. They are here. They always go around harassing people with cars. Harassing people with carton. They go amongst drug dealers area. Then go on most people with carton. Just carry carton. They harass you. What are you carrying? They want to. When have police become drug whatever they call them? They go around harassing people. They stop money from people that carry cartons. That's what they do in this Idimota here. They do it in daily basis. They have no work again. Some of them that are not in duty in their station, they come out to start harassing customers that buy drugs. Some of them doesn't even carry drugs. Whatever drug they see in your position, and they stop you. That's what they do in Idimota here. They are here every day. Nobody checks them. Nobody control them. That's what this is their business now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. I've heard that. I will convey this your observation to the command, to Lagos Command for necessary action. But having said that, most of those people in Mufti are not doing illegal duty like you said. They are in surveillance. They don't wear uniform. And they must have been getting complaints of shops being broken into and the way people steal things in Idumota area, Okare, all those areas.
Yeah.
So that is why in good number of times, those who are professional will not extort money from you. They will only insist that you show them evidence of you being the owner of what you're carrying, like showing them receipts.
Okay.
They'll be convinced and then you go. Because sometimes these area boys will just carry and they'll be telling you it's this Oga that owns it. And before you know it, owner of the shop will be running helter-skelter that some things are just dismissed, they disappeared from the shop. We have been having such experiences even during Abacha's time, from the 90s into the time Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria. A lot has been happening in that Lagos Island. I'm telling you, a lot. It's a box-top place, and there are so many markets. You have Idumabo, you have Idumota, you have Ukari, you have Balogu, so many of them. So people are just, before you know it, your thing has turned to somebody else's item or property. Right there in your eyes. Maybe you keep things and then want to go and bring out the other ones. Before you come, you won't even see the cartons you have packed. We've been receiving a lot of complaints like that. That's why but the policemen too needs to be professional. They need to be checked so that they don't abuse those things. Like telling people you have to pay for carrying carton. It's illegal, it's unlawful. You don't have to do that. But if you're doing the genuine thing, based on information or complaints you've been receiving, you have a right to stop and check somebody carrying something if he's suspicious. And then ask him, where is the receipt? You say, is this Oga that owns it? You say, okay, wait. Oga, now you get this thing, yes. Where did you get it from? You say, I bought from. Can we see the receipt and cross-check and be sure? You see, you let them to continue their movement. That's the way it's usually done. So they need to step up a bit on the next notch by enlightening people and informing them that is the modus operandi police use some of the times. Not necessarily to inconvenience people, but to be sure that people who are moving around with items in such concentrated places are doing the right thing.
Yeah, thank you. But then talking about these police guys who don't wear uniforms, some
they want a mufti. They are in surveillance.
Surveillance.
Yes.
Some of them see that as an opportunity to
do the wrong thing. That's why I'm saying is they have to be checkmated. And they've been checking them because, like I always say, there is always commissioners monitoring units. There's the provost marshal's office, and their duties and there is X squad at various levels, starting from even area command to the state command to zone. They all have those in place, including force headquarters. So when there is complaints like this, the men will move out. Some in uniform, some in mufti, and they'll come to the area and see how those policemen are working, so that those who do the wrong thing, they will arrest them and take them away to face, on the room trials.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so very much, CP.
Yes.
Several calls are coming in, but I don't think I can take this call. I want to plead with you that on Thursday, the CP will be here again. By the special grace of God, he will be here. By the
grace of God.
See, all of these your questions, whatever you want to say, talk about, maybe there's something happening in your environment as regards insecurity, and you want to let us know, please. On Thursday by 12:15, we'll be here, and we'll take all of these calls and complaints. Okay, just keep them coming in. I beg you. On Thursday, a whole lot of calls are coming in. Sorry, CP. And I wish we could continue with this, but then on Thursday from 12:15, we'll be here to take all of these calls. Okay. On Thursday, we have a good time to discuss, to talk.
Exactly.
Thank you so very much, CP Chukwusemwonwu. He is a security consultant, a security expert, and a security advisor. Former CP or your state. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you too.
See you on Thursday.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Stay there. We will continue with VOP Business School. My name is Jude. Don't go nowhere.
Every day strike, ASU strike, market women strike, even Kole people they strike. We don't become country of strikers.
Even light self, they no fit give us. Don't run from motor. Even leg self, they get accident.
Why una they complain? Why una they complain? No una they collect bribe, they vote Chokoloko Bango share.
Ìṣèjọba tó dára, òun là ń béèrè.
Anyị chọrọ ọchịchị onye kwuru uche ya. Anyị achọrọzi ọchịchị nchigbu.
Ala ndeze temeka muna so n'ekio.
What do we want? I made the rule us well.
Don't take it for noise. It's the people's voice. They have made their choice. Respect that voice for all to rejoice. VOP.